Medino ede efri honomo Sabre mene honorable Andy Apia Kubi Esquire honorable former MP ma Asante Achem North enane ye babebo enkomo honorable me wachi opposition be opposition be guy opposition be honorable secret in a day
a dear who opposition
why have papa
the dika made was the brow dear mammy na fees so I come you say a legitimate and genuine dear.
Oh, one day I see Bibi Aboko dear
Boko Yamiadum.
They say the old boy Juma bano you know red name aspects and clients want to say bano moko the good money in sober. Oh, with the good money,
we need to interrogate that.
Is that? me envision and say clients have banned out in the bill. Someone who can't see you go around or say.
And then me call me US. Client be a me na juma 10 years ago. Na okache me say she needs my services again. She's coming to Ghana in November. Now I say notwithstanding the cost of your service. I'm saying, no, let me investigate. So, my service is very expensive, but I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Sometimes when I'm even entitled to 20%. Sometimes I do 10%.
I see.
But you may soon say we don't advertise. We are not allowed.
Oh, yeah.
But your advertisement comes through our clients.
Clients and recommendation, word of mouth.
Yeah, ambassadors. So that.
I see. Oh, honorable. That's a pastor saying ne wenya bread ya my busha for honorable Andy Apia Kubi a lawyer near which Chadi Aje Ashanti Regional Chairman. The donor friend chema wound to me. Na nansemuni and I debetu ja PM court granting a bail. First one 15 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties. Na out of 3 and 2 no say omutimi justify with a landed property. Free Hornman or Sako another court and a Hornum non so you're granting a 10 million worth of bill and then also so with 2 sureties. Yeah, buy your ba. When to me meet a bill condition, you're hearing him say Enra.
That is not the case. We have made the
you've made it okay. You and the any buy na your reports are na edema okay to why the baby bisa on na and na Enra see when him say Enra you granted you're granting a bill and Asabia you can say
bill no they are granting now executing the bail conditions no executing no just providing until we have provided the for the conditions of the bill except say it goes through a process to execute
the order.
And until you say there are sureties they are there 2 to be justified they have come with the necessary properties. Now it goes through a process. Process number 1, verification of the justification. And when the Lands Commission ni akohwe say krata we are the person we sidia bay na Lands Commission they have certified that. Now a same property no should be of value of 15 million Ghana cedis. Now it goes through a process to authenticate that and to validate that and to confirm that. Now, institution a mandate to do that. Threshold no could do 2.5 million Ghana cedis. The institution is Lands Commission.
Oh.
Now, say a go beyond that. The institution is Architectural Engineering Services Limited, AESL. Now, process no so another matter. Say a court Lands Commission. The Lands Commission will have to constitute a board to determine the value.
Process and go through no.
They call AESL. They also have to go through the evaluation department to bring out the values. They should go to the site and do the evaluation, pick up the issues at one site and put value to them and evaluate it. When say a process. Now, process notwithstanding, let me put the process aside and discuss the cost. we call Lands Commission. The service now required from Lands Commission. It comes with a price.
Sanetia na say.
Sanetia by operation of their various enactments. Until we try a process for her. Now what I say, koye board betransia be one day. And I am not speaking for or in respect of Chemaun to means arrest and bail. I'm trying to explain the process, the system. Near system failures, no, so that as Ghanaians, no, if that is what we want, now related to the law, the rights of citizens under the law, whether or not rights are easily accessible. Now, in all cases, no, evaluations are an ordinary man, not an affluent person in society, because Emrano said no, say a cheap ubia or social and economic standing was society. Na operation of law no faster.
Okay.
Since menumi no eti
ordinary Ghanaian no.
Ordinary Ghanaian. Enti e ka say ordinary Ghanaian no the standard ne unfortunately law no ankasa ya na discriminatory. I say obi a oti trotro mu free Medina eba. A passenger in a trotro coming from Medina and only standard I am say enukra discriminatory and you to move Medina ba now to move you say ba how defend it will you but that is the standard of you assuming say menu and you say metua yem for property and now be make or property 15 million who say bebre obi ohodmo I can say obi a 15 million property be bail no immediately was mo friend person but me no me no say gina ho no a na my bail condition is nipa be na akofre no me papa
ne say chairman de ono wo so wa mbre ansa na onya
de bi ya me mfa
ana wo bre
si ehwem rasem no ya me mfa hwe nipa omo
exceptional grace bi
na emfa hwe yen mu a
no ande me na me ana na me pese me ho say na o de say o mamiti
na eno no de oh na me say that I'm going to critique the process the system but me pese me criticism no me fa ordinary person standard na enye
say me ti we
because me ti we
fa sama na o de no ya we dey use in tell no na de fa me mom
papa friend Ejapia onu kra ama hono di ko on his own enti say onu na ya fa me na menya problem bi sei na yedi mi akogina ho na say apia ka pro papa Ejapia say onfa bibi mesi anu a I remember when I was in school, secondary school, na my school fees excess 12 cedis then. 12 cedis na my papa nya bi na se okobo bosia. And I remember say my papa for the property be say or they could see baby no could just come me and I told him that I would prefer to stay at home rather than my papa or the property we work with movie. Oh who said no. And this is real, this is story. The antiquary makers and at that time property no anami papa de koyesa collateral no it was an inherited property so the level of poverty na efio so enti nipa saa no a makoye bibi ni achimi a na ni papa ya oba bejimi a okofa property bia bi si anu which property and our school fees no of 12 cities then
now no who ne say
enti yemfa ordinary person
okay a dia na wususu say a problem say ko ba ne say ordinary person e be difficult amanetimi emiti.
Number 1 you see a jitum say by article 9 of our constitution obia free until proven guilty obia boni right to live until proven guilty and it is a time ya charge you of an offense you do about court no so who say ne right to freedom no is guaranteed by the constitution through the prosecution the right to freedom no is guaranteed by the constitution And at inception of the trial, no, I applied for bail. Now, by the case of Martin Pebu number 2 versus Attorney General, or Supreme Court of Ghana law report, 2015 to 2016 edition. Forgotten the page that starts. I say all offenses in Ghana under the criminal code as amended are bailable. Until Biano, say Yadoko Kotwa will access to bail. Now, in the decision, the Supreme Court say, court no discretion in the grant of bail.
So the man
so the man so now the most important consideration is Nipano or facilities no convictions or may appear before the court for the continuation of the trial. It is only say who say we flight risk. Now you say offensively repetitive. Say Jawa Beko Kotwaso. And now say you have the capacity to influence the investigation. So when we know there, me feel say, I know correct, this is a condition. A state is more powerful than the individual. And baby, state no fears. The state must build the necessary capacity to be able to allay the fears. So that
the capacity no be building be in
state here. And no one say at the end cry your investigation or in the secluded place.
Or restricted because the state in power. No, but my fa we say sir to say okasa obi e di boni say or criminal we say nipa no eligible so benya bail enye sa na wo kire. It will police grab human beast. He removed victims' lungs, heart, tongue, roasted and chewed them. To such a person, you say a man bail.
You see, all persons, but when we say, a state, no, so I said, yes, will be providing with facilities, resources to be able to defend himself. That is the law.
No, to me,
me who say,
they say no.
Because they see
a man in bail.
They see the way we immediately, no. So, me and a lawyer, I will apply to the court, see and find call hospital.
Okay.
So, because it is not an ordinary and normal scheme of things say happen. A regular person. Immediately, no, I suspect say Bibi Hano.
Okay.
And to Bibi Hano, and not quite a source of defense. If I'm a defense lawyer, so I'll plead insanity. So insanity is a defense.
To me, what me dreaming we are near insanity.
Insanity.
Insanity is a Ganya.
Insanity a defense. Even intoxication a defense.
Under the influence of alcohol.
Yes.
Now one I didn't say one.
No. But it doesn't criminalize
lapses in
criminal lawyer no over court no who arm yourself with this equipment say insanity intoxication
be the source of
diminish responsibility. I don't know me just say kakra say wa koto so say sebiu we dey bisem mfa chemi we are fi obegba na jakwa bi so no, the law says that a do certain mabo say why being in our conform diminish responsibility to you feel and to be crown now the body trimua as a result of the diminished responsibility. And to say medana se nipa na ewua instead of say be charge for medano e be charge for manslaughter because na onne ho sabre enti no wo sa enti sa papa ya so okochiche obi na mawi pa nipa otibiase so betutu obi na mawi. It doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Enti me na me defense lawyer na wo a wotia bontin de obeka ni say akoyi a wa kum nipa twitwa na wie na wo de okogina so defend no. When you swear the oath of office na what swear to Ghana and our constitution say You will defend all manner of persons that appear before you. You will do your best in all cases. So we defend the accused person before you. And in any case, the law says that you are not guilty until proven so. Guilty.
Okay, Honorable, me kaipa say the last time I chema won to me. Ye no we kase yo kaipa say time I no ne relatives bi no anu omawu na ejeja na ni so na chese ohu omo na ha no enra wuhu no na wuhu no o masan relatives na san reappear na
abinu abadi o muni say the Lord does not know spirituality. And the nature of the game, no, they say providing evidence to establish your case.
Okay.
And the evidence, we can say, home be kasa de home ni friend ko to ntimi mo.
No, ba be justify them.
Evidence there every home no no. Who bedi?
E bi ni ho. And we be hu ache.
Enti wa home there wa was a go. Me, I'm not here because of but I'm here to provide information
education
to the public,
yes,
in respect of the chain of events, procedure, and the system. The system default be as Ghana for no.
To me, person we educate you on this particular one. Say, ya mano bill, two, and now we can process so execute bill conditions and I want to say lapses 25 million. No, into say no be kwa satisfy this court. Na we are no about be satisfy this court and as we can in album say 25 million. What provided 5 sureties nana.
The attorney say case bia wo court ye di case no. Case for a different court no.
Okay.
Enti ruling be a court no in respect of this particular case. Indeed, ebetumi aba say case mienu kura be the same court the same judge need, but you consider say different cases because we have na case number no cry different. E be cry title no cry so different. And e be offenses no cry different. E betumi aba say offense be repeating who ha ne ha nyina, but e be ho circumstantial differences no betumi ama and no so evidence e be ban so different. And you deal with a case as called you call no with the title of the case and the case number. And it's a banisa pair case be different. And in the case of example, Chema to me, the case in criminal court 4 no, different from the case in criminal court 1. And the ruling about criminal court 4 no,
different from
ruling about criminal court 1. No. Na ukwa committee bail conditions no in criminal court 4. We are committee conditions no in criminal court 1.
Okay.
And the criminal court 4 no almost say justification no property worth 4 million Ghana cedis.
Any
15 million Ghana cedis.
Kababa kasi any aside 15 na. Okay.
15 million Ghana cedis. 3 sureties. 2 to provide such justification. 15 million.
Tinipa
mienu property
ne yakaboma 15 million.
Of court 1 no 2 sureties, 1 to be justified. Justification here 10 million Ghana cedis. And you know so we hear 2
nipa baako out of the 2 no.
Nipa mienu.
No na
2 sureties. Different.
Now because also 1 justification.
2 sureties with 1 justified.
Okay.
Until the nipa mienu ba be di ejinamu no. Obaako na de the property
worth 10
million.
Okay.
Two different scenarios.
Okay. Now wo kire. Wo sha emrebe ni betimi ye di ansa na motimi execute bill no.
As long as we betimi provide and the ma court no here no.
But also what provide.
You provide. Na you provide ya sebiu me de ba ya na enkase bia okay paper me akura na mkotwero na bodi ho na mdiaba. Enti ese through verification na lands commission na constitution na man mandate say onye on taking records of properties I register. And you go there to confirm, say, property I'm there, document genuine. And you have verification if you are, then you come back, register no. As I say, okoshe property say do 15 million. And also so mandate namdi can say under 2.5 million I call lands commission on betimi and beyond that never call AESL. I'm trying to explain this so that including even our judges. But yes, now you apply law. No, I'm not attacking anybody.
I know, but my a here fan who say problem ne wono.
Okay, the me who say problem no one say court no ni nyanse mu no. Omo hwe emra no say emra no ma bail. But what court no ntimi enko say enyo omo na execute bail no. Enti amane nipa hunu in the process and execute order no. Court no enya way. Court no dey onim say wakma bail no dey. Once you are able to meet the bail conditions, you are free. Consistency with the law. We are not court akoda. Registrar no so be go through process no. Na process systemic defects no na me pese ye ka ho asem. Na ye free ho. Sedano ayama bail no ka ordinarily no everybody expects so bit makofie.
Okay.
Na so process yam de fair mu lands commission. One hwe ye bit me do na watwe. Because to constitute a board for them to sit and do the verification and even valuation a bit me do na
board no ho da na say asem ne ba and immediately lands commissioner constitutes a board no.
Me nye aware said there is a standing committee board to do that. And based on circumstances, the lands commission will constitute the board.
Into who lawyer na be call lands commission ho.
There be register no.
And they be call
lands commission ho.
And no register no,
register again transmitting the information from the court
to the lands commission no.
Can be problematic. I'm giving you the realities as happened in the process.
But mami bisa ha say registrar na dey year of friend is a report na call lands commission ho no ma say no see a process na be and no require fee ana
fee yes call lands commission ho
no registrar na dey call no and no require fee and sana lands commission so dey on be no so require fee
registrar na dey won require fee
okay
and the order of the court na obey
okay
enti ono dey kwa fee no dey payable by the applicant just say applicant ni wo we accused person
no
enti register ni dey oye wo adwuma e wo ko lands commission enti whatever you have to pay no you have to pay by yourself probably sometimes through the registrar's appointee
okay
enti payment no ho no kra dey ya na enye kese enti ya na you can even overlook it
lands or ho no
na problem na kasa wo baby a ye evaluation no evaluation no go beyond 2.5 I be call AESL statutory requirement they say but you are 1% of the property so 1% of the property
say worth 15 million now
15 million no
Ghana citizens 1% of now bet you
150,000 Ghana cedis and na me no me no koduru ho a na ye hwe ya ho de se betime TSS kan and why just sika no kra betu ya institutional body no na ma statutory fee no na statutory fee na okutu ya no we can say more importantly no at that point no ye mu awfo it could well be say what pleading not guilty no ye be do asem ebi anu di bim
to di bim na ye be refund this kana ma wan
ko refund wo hin mi wa no yes wo pay wo fa hodie person to the grant of bail no ko tua say sika wi number 1 wo bi no atua na wo tua kra wo nya bi tua what is the justification in the event that you are not guilty and what you how would you be restitution by the womb after so
what you
so we are going forward say we are what people should do but are not doing now. We will also discuss that because Francis Wakutia 150,000 Ghana cedis. I'm here to verify, evaluate property. I'm going at the bail. Me wa unifo.
Yakodi
wasem. No we di bem na two part the goose near bush na kwa.
Eno ano no.
Na wakwakoda.
Tika bebe no.
O mani no edidi.
At what point ena wo hu sa in a way, meaning I don't know if you see it to be a loophole and as a lapses. At what point somewhere, Chema want to make case in I chunwa genesis one.
To be honest with you, in the past, all the criminal cases I've done, in the Amina Muhammad versus Attorney General, Republic versus Amina Muhammad, Republic versus Canada, Japan, done a few other cases. In fact, me case because Kofodia was a murder case. Bail in that process near and when
process
most of the time no the bail condition no and you don't go through it and sometimes no bail with no justification and no will go through process no and be a bail no you say public servants are almost any to the tune of such amount, you don't go through that process. But say it require landed property to justify the and I now go through that process.
Into when with this particular issue, and I say case here, the bail condition you say no, who say a too much.
I Ghana for interrogate system, and I want to always sound this one and say, don't put me here for Chema to be. Put me here.
No, but once I representing an idea, yes, assembly and way in each anyway. I understand. Meaning, say we are having a public education, all right. But somebody don't feel offended. Say, but I say it to me, agent and also so near to me. I elaborate on because this is a recent case. Exactly.
It's only an example.
No, but nice. I was watching my free way. Yes, because and also near Beijing. They are analyzing.
Yeah, as Ghanaians, no. Yeah, share a system where you walk. Yeah, in the conversation.
But when you say, I say, we so amba, nkan komo we ma.
A woman there. Aha, intimate say. When you say that, me catch us a criminal practice crime, me jai ache. One of the reasons I me jai criminal practice in frustration. Sometimes yeah, me put myself in their shoes of the accused person. Minim say yenyan pronounce the guilty na o kwatiti musa ebi o ham kofi amitimina
but when it's me true sir
yeah when your client is going through stress
no want to say
it's passed on to you
intention so they ball client and so a major factor and no need me require yes sir conditions we
say you can say ya hwe ya ebi a me no gina bontin ha edi nkomo papa bi gina ho se wo pa na ni ba we edi nkomo and the mammy fact charge we more near their ball. I feel you are doing ye. And so it will be construction from his mind. Now, a legitimate offense no cause. See, who can say your ball quite do binti, quite do no, and may near Maswa and Mawa. You never saw you. I quite remember a brand new lobby. Now, Miss Original Parliamentary, I make us say law way, see any say ya, MYA in the future. Penny be catcher me say, me buy fear has say now ma na dear smoking transit to the extent of frame because cocoa transit. I'm saying maybe a practitioner. Me to send my clients be go through. And at the end of the day, Mladia we na do be din show trimua. Nipa kro no mlan be ja na abechew.
Abechew. Say be sida.
Ebi dey si na yi. And dey be si. Ebra ye you color. Me ye warning. Ebra me ye warning.
Na mona mo ye na say twa no ho asa ba be
Satan no ni agbe no e bia na microphone always said there
we ever not to bo ban a
etimra bia wo be ye no emfo bi din
shewtirim
deportation of Amadou Balungu Act nipa ba ko pe ene ye de ni din koye mra ma ye parliament bi transje to mu say ye be deport nipa ba ko pe nti ye nya humra chokros in chokros out nipa ba ko pe chokros akupa obe defend client chokros in chok what play mu ne yemra no obedu Ghana ha ne yemra na wi e ho ade de mra chase bara for sa ko e ko traprim na ako the same play na de buy no eno ade de buy. Let us be careful say yemra yemfo bia di enshiti because emra ne shase say o pretty a wa we yemra no kra wo kan ho bio
but ena ka me ba beka say honorable na wo kombo even if say we make suggestions ni ade a still are we a part of it.
Yes, I will not go out of it. It was a collective decision.
And now I say
no, a collective decision. But in all cases, let your objection be heard. That should be a history. History is important because it affects the proceedings in the future. So, and then Mika say nipa no Mika ni deal with me. And I know that so Otisa Mika say he knows he will feel guilty. Let me the memory because and now
that's a name of majority leader now.
That me say majority leader bia. That time me majority but me say majority
leader.
Me say bia. Na yen mu no Sabre you opportunity say yemre biwa be careful now I can say appear could be done o kan here me shout no so go transi and they are kan say bia be change of mind history no the boy yan no but my mama lose focus on the bail no ye kan bail no Sabre ya uni fo say kra me dey me depa ni say discussion your court system no me ni say aware say mom bail go through some processes.
Say obi wo ye man bail a wotimi assign dem a be say 2 months 3 months
no me ade kese no ko judiciary ni say yes mo pese mo mani panya fa hodie because the laws prescribe that. Enti bail no a ye di share law no mu no e wo say nipa no ye nyam pronounce the guilty a ye mani nya fa hodie no mo bo no mo gira mra nim na mom mo di sa de ye adwuma no a the application no e different from the purpose. Enti application no a ye di ko e wo say no e di nipa no for stress mu na odaso e wo aban kuku e bra court no so say ye man kwan. Enti no me prayer pa the kese pa wo to the bench say mon come back na mon evaluate process no na mon hu bibia be ye consider be many parent to enjoy the freedom when the court wants the person to enjoy the freedom you free ho
me sure say we lawyer need there minim say be obetimi am in depth say case no we preview to ho ensem what say the worker say yen center on chairman want to media nko a ba unim Gregory Afoko.
Yes.
The incident no. Yes. Once be told me ka say man bail. Is it the same process yimu and will fire man itimi dey mo even though na ya court are granting a bail. E wo fe mo nei and onya ne fa hode ana.
Court no granting bail we no. Na court no dey law for be can say fontus.
Sir.
Court no ewie na we na simi wia. Court no dey simi bia e wo sa application. And it the everybody say condition of bail no court no kan no eno na register no say ya meet ansana omo execute bail bond na in the case of Gregory court no man bail but he was not able for a long time he wasn't able to meet the
bail condition
na make am no me scenario no bia na Gregory ye di pafufuro bia anka otimi attractive in the execution of the bail order no but Gregory be away to some new mienu ayeke anything na make say yemfa ordinary person na enye ya sick
since na me dey no so bail no say dey be metimi atene me dey say
ade no ho na ewo ho no a ewo ho ne anka ho asem ne am prescribe solutions a ebe wo ho na edi enya wo so wa hwe akura na wo nse kwetretri nipa bia
enye no so on default
minim say enkrofo there's always the temptation for me to slip into politics but I have resisted the slip into politics because we are discussing a matter before a court. The institutions are many womo edi nkomo no ye judiciary and I mean so as private citizen and a private lawyer.
I don't know, be no person slipping into politics. I want to say be a political, you know, hand,
may politically colored into I will do the politics. No, we be engaging me some in politics.
But what are your objective with issues?
So engaging me some in Kojina Bonti, na me for placard, na me ya, it be a who's can be different. So that's how.
And we say na lawyer somewhere, and yes, be a one nature, want to me with the same MPP in Tina.
Want to me, we didn't party mukra. It be a in terms of selection of candidates, you will be a wanna be. Ebi kura mi am kasa kura mi politics kura mi ni nyagbe mi. But no influence me.
Okay.
The influence me and say obi ti say chema untumi aba me ho say wa fa me say me lawyer. E wo na semo a me ni lawyer in perpetuity o. Me ni lawyer in the matter before the court now.
Ebet me aba say obi next issue ko aba say oh
me here asasi say bi kura so kan na nya me na me lawyer. I won't delve into that.
Okay, honorable, and then obi dikan what says in Simbi what onim chema wuntumi. Yenje akonta mind e chema wuntumi dia.
Akonta Mines a company owned by Chema Wuntumi and one other. No, not Koko.
Okay.
And Chibi. They are the directors, they are the shareholders. A company registered under the laws of Ghana with promoters as Chema Wuntumi.
Okay. Na Koko ne den.
Koko no, as I know it, indeed, whatever I tell you here, no, based on instructions I have received.
Okay.
Say, Bibi Oha, client no, and disclosing children, I cannot speak to it.
Okay.
And based on my instructions, I call PRO for the company.
Oh, okay.
That is what I know.
Okay.
And in all cases, I know beside question, we say, na you are against illegal mining. And I will now defend it.
And let me bring it here. Answer question about say akunta eye mining a wunim say ya register ya company nipa ba kon bi kan ho ne Chema Wuntumi na omo directors enye sa akunta mining engage in galamsey wo numeric forest ana.
Based on my instructions, the answer is no.
Okay.
And I make a choice say
Intina ntia hands we betimi atwen de me bisa wo no
we catch them say me client no ba me ho no catch them say I am engaged in illegal mining and into me engage you say defend me my approach will be different.
Anka wonya na say what approach will be different.
Well, it depends. Metimi akase meye but the approach will be different.
But you are against illegal mining.
Look, the work of a lawyer is like the work of a pastor. When you are ordained in your elements, it is what the Spirit tells you that you do. So
even if you're against God, you have to fight for find justice for the person.
Sorry, you will give your services to all manner of persons. But media sometimes, so Obana catch them in me feel say in my conviction, I will not be able to mobilize the necessary energy to support your case. I will tell you, say, I'm sure you are in the wrong place. Normally, but Obana will catch them and say, no, I dear we are ekosuno, and yes, I had it to me. So sometimes I feel the sympathy for you. In the case of Chema Wuntumi and Akunta Mining, instructions are received when they say Akunta Mining and yeah, Bibiao numeric forest. That is what he tells me. And I operate
only concession biao.
Listen. Numeric forest, Chema Wuntumi, only concession be out. Numeric forest. Tio, and I mentioned numeric forest. Only concession war
summer boy.
And now concession about I think it shares boundary with numeric forest. But in numeric forest, there was an application for it, but that application was declined. So he has no concession in numeric forest. But let me tell you, even where he has concession, the instruction I have is that Encrophobia mum and illegal Chema Wuntumi company Akunta Mines. My instruction is that a large scale mining company and yet small scale, let alone galamsey.
But binu so eshimua.
Titi.
Illegal mining.
We know there are people who, according to my instructions, who are illegally mining the concession or idea man. And inti chema to me acquire complaint or police station or Krumo acquire complaint or Western Regional Security Council. Emma
who said there
is evidence Western Regional Security Council no SND security personnel I'm informed also that some of them were even arrested. Yes. The report is there. Says no assembly by assembly of court. I don't want to discuss my strategy.
Not discuss, but say and then I'm when
but evidence be in our defense. No, I'm mobilizing all of that. It may call witnesses if it becomes necessary, because in a criminal trial, other court now order disclosures for the Attorney General to bring me all the evidence they will rely on for me to prepare my defense. And ebia go through Attorney General witnesses we go through cross examination. Now case. There are two options that I may pick one.
Okay.
To file a submission of no case or to apply to defend my case.
Okay. So which one I'll go for?
Say based on the evidence that they will prefer. And how those evidence of the Babano me standing in their support.
Okay. Now I could know or also your clients are
also your client.
Oh.
Now me information say cross examination yeah in that form. Now particularly me start in cross examination in criminal matter no totally different na
drill
in criminal trial cross examination the credibility of the witness is equally as important as the evidence of that witness. It is a person by witness and by force so by witness
and only a violation.
Eti wo begina ho de a wo daachi ni wo tete ho ni wo wuye mu ni ade nyina they are all in issue because your credibility lends the weight to the evidence you give.
But said we see said you sound so confident.
Say o say egbe bia no say o sua no sua ne hu krabata ni ka ho
the other
and I want to give credit to me and my boss lawyer Heward Mills. Training me. Now he was always insistent to say, "Nipa one more asema beka no, e kire usuni uban."
Uban.
Enti ye de usuni uban beka de waka ho a, e de hu.
Say de sit here. Lawyer yen share.
Say credit to boss Heward Mills.
And on the impactation on you say you know.
On training me fresh from school.
I see.
Enti any Justice Asante.
Okay.
Onusu na usher me into the practice. Debbie me Jimmy boss echi e court na edano court no ye wie ya e kofie no the next agenda date no me boss ka chere say kona kwaji date na next time no yakoto cross examination so me call Justice Asante Tiabium was say Andy you are also a lawyer you should be called to the bar and to continue the cross examination. My Lord, Mr. Me boss say me was it just go money so be date. Justice Asante na say Michiano baby or say Mr. also head
and they were proper
case now Justice Asante can say me twaso
me
we cross examination that no the next agenda date no me boss buy na me boss announce no say
what take your side do now
just Asante catch and say wakwala na ade ba hada no adwuma ye man twaso
I see
and it was advised me boss to take here enti me twaso ye cross examination me boss to ho no they call officer no dey briefly na me say twaso and God so good we won that case. It was my first case.
We share the we use term how I'm be execute a bill no ama ne wachere se ba ne lay person a ordinary Ghanaian na se ma such condition ama we free to move from Chrome say so just imagine.
The law says from Medina and I mean say
and then so many different
from Medina, you know.
It say the city and that's how they compare now. The chema want to me go through now. Who say a political witch hunt? Na say a political witch hunt. So, do you think say aside Bibiano, the way I who say I mean an affluent person na thing so no was saying a maybe a gold no you go table so mimi we sikane. When you say no can be. And a call for the offer Mississippi and answer a political witch hunt.
I refuse to be led into temptation.
Oh.
And yet they are very successful.
Honorable.
Because
Bible
say, you bumpire a change and coupon. You can say, lead me not into temptation. On this occasion of your invitation into temptation, I pray that you don't lead me. Now, the woman say, I am complaining about a systemic default. No, it's not important to me. System, been now catch them say, Gregory. Gregory is so, and also appear to be Nana on Penasum.
Oh, they be say,
good. A system,
education, and then you, education, I am. What I mean, lead you into any temptation.
It is the me say, system no, apply, Miss me as a passer or the Gregory example. System no, a wohonwa, a Gregory. The same system in the woha. And Timna make us say, and yet you want to me the bare last person as system. And to say, you know, I get to say, the American correct. Not say, system no whole bit me happy could be so. May have any few. Send your bear, Uncle happy could be near Casa, could be, or Kotoko, and your hand when I only has.
Oh, na that time my Gregory Diana and they had no. We are lawyer in me say who said them, but who speaking to the matter?
To be honest with you, some catcher will say I had gone out of criminal practice for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And to be honest, Gregory case, no, I only read the excerpts from the newspapers. I didn't put my mind to the processes. And I'm in my criminal practice, no, now me confronted with issues like that, and I'm met me interrogation as to processes, but I say it is better late than never. It is Abre who say, "Bibi high trust me, even people that you have in mind say, "Ebi a womaye bibi ni adino." Ebi a womaye and to be honest, judges and now must sit here, omuma bail no execution here dino. I am not sure say obi a interrogating system no say. Is the system working to bring us deliverables as the court expects?
Okay. Honorable, you kasa bibisa sa kokuno or your client or kasa and I also pay instructions I want or ye contamines or PRO. Yes, sir. Okay. Me pacho me yenhwe video ye besen abasisi abusafo yenhwe video ye bebasisi ya.
Ansana nananom atrakunya omo samra boy ene nkura aka afi mpanyinfo nsamtwerefo ena forestry commission adwumayefo etiminya omuti edidi mu emra omukopie mu tanno numri forest reserve a womo ekose saa eniema bia enkrofo omu etu agudie ewo kwaye mfimfin a womo ehu mpanyinfo mu edwane ye no ebi ti se womo gas oil anase diesel na omo di ye dwuma afi eniema bia yebeka se mining materials forestry commission exercise no emra a drive ye anaso omo de ka beye sma beye aduenu a omo eba be pie efri kwaye no mu na metro men a yesusu say company wafa koti kwan so a wo tu agudie e wo tanno numeri forest reserve no womo etime efre womo nkrofo say womo emra embebo barrier say nananom forest commission nsamtrefo obia MP ene na nya asem ketwa emra empanyimfo ye say omo ni tumi bia say omo ebetimi akasa empanyimfo aba kwaye no mu aba be pam omo tu sika kokko e wo kwan bɔ ne so no metwofoɔ no so yɛ sɛ daabi ɔmo mpanyimfoɔ sɛ wɔn nkyi obi akɔpem sɛ nneɛma no a mpanyimfoɔ asesa no wɔn ɛbɛgye wɔn de kaa mmienu esi kwan ɛtu barrier mu sɛ wɔn ma obia empie kaa baako mpo deɛ ɔhwɛ a sare na esi so ɔbɛkasa polisifoɔ kaa akyire ɛna nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ hwɛ ehu sɛ ɛnyɛ polisifoɔ kaa wɔn a na wɔn ayɛ saa kɔpem sɛ ɛyɛ company a wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔn ɛna etu agudie ɛwɔ kwaeɛ no mu a yɛfrɛ wɔn ɛyɛ akonta mining company limited wɔn mpanyimfoɔ baako owura bi a yɛfrɛ no akuoko ɛbɛpie mu hɔ ɛkaa sɛ wɔn ɛmpene ne men anaasɛ metro men no wɔn nsesa nneɛma no kɔpem so wɔn nsesa nneɛma no ansa na mpanyimfoɔ etimi apie firi kwaeɛ no mu nsɛm a esisi hɔ no sei ɛna ɛkɔɔ so.
No, but it's illegal. Okay. You don't block our source. Who are some students? Who? Without any warrant. First commission. First commission. No more than you. Only question for exam. All right. I put the region first. No, where's the region? It be lie. It be lie. It be lie. It be lie. Who can say who? It be lie. It be forced to use. Yes, it be forced. Forced to use now. No, Richie, he's lying. He's lying. He's lying. I'm telling you. He used force. He used force for you. Open the gate. Open the gate. Open the gate. You want to open the gate? Open the gate. You take instructions from me. That's simple.
For Madam say video ya yekoshe yankasa Hello FM general manager Samson Kenya Meche na odisa reports no ebaye na video ne koso mi hu akonta mind edem ne honorable Adekye Kubi etwetwe nkomo sese wa case so se eye akonta mind omuni concession ewo numre forest hono nanso abrantie ya no hye asheta ese orange yiwo na beti hono no wono ni akuoku yeah we say commission this forestry commission for any right so mo besesa ne niema no na honorable can say akontama is ni concession we numere forest way honorable wadarema video no we take on it
yo me never only regret I may want to say this is the time I will show video naturally no me said this is the time I will show video naturally now situative questions on this video. I wish it had come earlier, mattered in the court.
Okay.
Because the moment I comment on this video, could be cited for contempt of court because the matter in court is based on evidence that includes this one.
Oh.
And in Timepa, say, for my professional ethics, once the matter is in court and this is part of the evidence in court, I'll praise the commentary about courtroom. Send a bear court the benya opportunity first hand to evaluate the evidence I may prefer before the court and how it will affect the judgment. I have no justification to affect the court's decision, to preempt what will happen in court. And even if I'm not cited for contempt, it is unethical.
Okay.
And it drew ho, that's the way the evidence will back court. Then I will also know how to speak to it. And in any case, I won't be the person speaking to it. I would be the person helping the court to establish the credibility of the evidence. And as officers of a court, I'm not under any obligation to prove the innocence of my client. My obligation is to help the court come to a judicious determination. Now, any inconsistencies in the evidence I point to. If I see any infractions in the procurement of the evidence, I will also notify the court. My duty is not to lie before the court. My duty is to use the law in evaluating the evidence of the prosecution. It is notwithstanding my intervention of using the law in helping evaluate the evidence. If I'm not successful, that would have been discharge of an ethical professional duty.
Okay. Now, Akuku, on a share nose mask, video we monana. Video you
we
Oh no. On an nearly. Oh, okay. I see. Honorable video be go viral. Gabi Ochedako. Will make a statement be say Ashanti region. There were a lot of there were a lot of me do take on that nearby. There were a lot of MPs more Ashanti region or more up say ye warm potem equine over no much to see no over highways and nunti and any major facelift in terms of roads construction Ashanti region because MPP near Ashanti for the Ashanti region in Dini year. That is the reason. Meaning at that time now Marshall Belgium, BBC also.
We know about, to be honest with you, and Rana will be post to we brave me, say me be. I mean, crowd say, I'm say, you're Gabi Okanisa, because media, I'm not part of any such meeting as some clubs. Name so, but so Kai, they are on Kai with date and time and venue.
Okay.
Now, you who say, and on Rabontin, make us say, Napia could become, appear could be the man, could be sir. Because man TV biasa and I miss me TV bisa I call bibisa no can make my paper and so bibisa ma na ono so nipa na okaza no bibisa me so bibisa be no make my me dey me twa true I mean why na me no so part of it no me blame yen so yen parliamentary leadership particularly of the region near the
okay
so
Ashanti region
no say aban anya bibia epa ya na ensu e tools a ye de be control aban
how
na tools no e be control aban no say ye maban kwan momo dalu tools no ena ne ma say ba enya no kure say ba chirom enya no kure say ye wo meeting bi e ko kan say yes enya no kure ena ye no kure so say na ye bre say ye pe kwan ya kwekuru ye bre pa
o pe kwan kwekuru ma
ye pe lord kwan bia kwekuru bi say me kwan ma o yenya even as majority MPs na ye bre pa
ade na na mo abem
na Ghana for so atwe so sa no e kire say me de me kra ba to ye tutia ye no ye learning process me de enye me ya se to be tia ye enye me ya but ye say esi esu bibi free Yenina ya procure power as members of a political party. Yeah, the to me be a president to me be shown sir. Now why you say one when you to me because you deserve it. It will yonku when you conto to me. Oba when man now show no disrespect. Now I said yeah to me the audience una de obeka na sesi yina to na me pain na ya na me woni say parliamentary leadership assess vote by members of parliament will vote because say uma obi ko trabonti no yi parliamentary leadership mama effectively no na all control parliament no enti me ni yewra abamba bi mrebi na ye you say parliamentary rules no committee na me also be I was insisting say parliamentary leadership it must be voted by members of parliament. Now obi a otia bonti a won ke hu de na na be choose a leader mai. Wrong. Say yen kan okresa no a parliament be extension of executive. Because once you are able to control the 2 or 3 4 people in leadership, you have parliament. A infraction in the parliamentary architecture.
Who is responsible for that?
Let it be put to vote. The issue of whether or not parliamentary leadership must be voted for within parliament. Now, unfortunately, on that issue, ruling speaker, he was very evasive. His interpretation of the standing orders was not to the expectation of the decisions we had taken even in the committee. And speaker say the party is important. And how can a party select leaders of members who had been voted for by the general community, by general population? And diminish the influence of members of parliament, even in parliament, because leadership dominance, extension of the executive rule. And yet, Papa, parliament. Now we have what is parliamentary. Your own members must rather vote for you.
For you.
So you will stand for their cause. I quite remember on occasion Bianami as president will gone. Me and so me MPP nipa. Me and me crop for MPP for no be penifone be frame me say Saturday na President Rawlings say a demonstration against President Rawlings na yes so yenye demonstration against fee paying near there. I was then as president. I told them that yes me MPP nipa, but in the capacity that I have now, I'm SRC president for students of the University of Ghana. And therefore, the interest of the students of the University of Ghana is what I represent, not any other party. And in any case, at that time, I insisted, say, I believe in negotiated settlement rather than demonstration. Because demonstration, the executive will just send policemen to you on the street. Then what you stand for, you can't. But the agitation of demonstration and empower leadership to be able to negotiate well. So I did not oblige. Parliamentary system effective. Especially a free parliament, parliament no structure, architecture. Now, parliament is supposed to be the watchdog of the executive. It's not supposed to be the subservient of the executive. No. I see.
Now that time na honum no menim say na leader no honorable Oseche.
Me see leadership.
Now one in intent to say.
Me see leadership.
Me say na one in intent to say.
Me no obia fine. Ono mu no me na my fine. Or me free no free me am me be din komo.
Okay.
Yes, but principle that I believe.
No.
He knows that.
Principle.
He knows that.
Okay. Yo, Matthew.
On the occasion, you can't. Then finance minister Asemi. When him say, it will maybe interview me say, leader. I'm saying leader. I didn't know I can't. No, can't. But it will maybe no. Almost so tears. Said the can't. No quarry. And no leadership as of it. Free leadership. But the whole caucus. I never gave any interview again because the mandate has slipped to the
leadership. I see you honorable. In common ye denanso ye time no abenti meja wa mo but enne no wo ka menesi pe instructions awo na just wo client no the evidence no ho ne ma ode ama wo no chema wuntumi onye illegal mining.
Meaning about the woman say I cannot be the accused person. I can only use my legal skills to defend him. And I will defend him based on the instructions he gives me.
The amount.
And meaning about say we are na doctor hona say when you ya na say ohine dey wa was move at the end of the day no doctor need obedi ohine do the memo
nti so ye illegal mining or ohinte duache beka cho so onye illegal mining na
me instruction o dey amame no and the mijina so I invoke law no to his defense.
Okay.
And it say who call a hospital hona no when you ya na kan when ya e be mo when you dru
nti we optimistic say at the end of bibia no mo be di nkunima na
I cannot predict into the course of the trial.
Okay.
But I will use my just legal skills to defend him as my client.
Okay, Honorable Medas. And Dr. Brian Champon, what to say?
Oh, Dr. Brian Champon, so who airwaves na ekoso. Oh, who waves na ekoso.
Honorable and dear Pierre could be I was saying I want to say. Because the last time I mean, because one my always or no, and I was supporting.
Minimum, Adeba Kwan. Minim se nyame na mi say se dey ya na mi chirin kontumpo twa me dey me yen
na if we dey kontumpo no
me dey me support Brian and I will not be ashamed to say
that.
I will do it until it is not necessary to do that. And okay. I pray to God say any necessary for me to continue to do that till the end of the time. Se to aba no wie na nyame ya dom na say in my support for Brian I will not offend any of the candidates. Say to abani we are minim say ye nyina no necessary a call of duty say ye nyina kabom na de ye beyi no ye de die ni mo ne pianachi say Brian e beyi no a na me bompa ye nyame man mrasa na ye nyina ka nyina me metu na mo ko minua no ma wo nyina say ye mrati important say some of us ye uniting elements na ye ko tutu abom basa kasa senya beya unu atimi kasa ebeyi entimi che ono Brian say the kasa em ne ne em ohwe se da chi bi we animu a ye hia nipa ni nyina enti saa na metu minuanu mfo ebi o ha video bi o ha me hu aya na me yem crash ana ha me pa na ebinu mu ayem hu se ye ka mo asem nyi ye dodo na se ye tu sa na ye nkase me kwa me de miti sei da bi enye sanje enti ene de futu na me ma ye nuanu mo makasa no kofom but above all Ghana nyina no mo temperature political temperature na mbrafo peace dia priceless say wo peace now enjoy you take peace for granted and there may be be my political temperature na cost me say pa say nyina mbrafo me ma ejuma Rwanda da na minim post war Rwanda de cost ma ejuma kakra wo Liberia da minim dru hon ma yen ko na ya himfo because na krona say okay pa say nia ye bia no bia what state power what responsibility bia no dwene nipa ho in the execution of your duty
yes yeah that's a point na what you be kwa wie de na chema wontumi ye nana
me nyame beboa me mamatimi aye bia na me se nyame ne nipa nyina hwe nino amde hwehwe nkrofo no me de ya na me ne munya dwen o kire se sa nkrofo kro no ne discussion ayi wo mu nim ni setisa
ani be ne de hwe nkrofo
mo di mo ni hwehwe nkrofo bi anim me ba bi say
no boy ye ni be no you are speaking parables mean that say
o ti ha say no bi bo aben wo lori kwamu a unim de kire o unim so bi ekro so
bi say ni e de hwe nkrofo he for the ni hwe nkrofo
enti mama ye nyina ehu se Ghana
fo menti ase unkire ase ansa na yasori akọ eni be na ehwe nkrofo
invitation ni ade mi na nkrofo bi ka bi kire mi na we na eze na bi nkrofo bi kire di mate
ka hwe
na nkrofo bi di mate
if come under fire
so na MPP ni na ye can at the point would the professional scale be adwuma no enye me ene ka mega say me first ye wo me na mboto ebusiam Bretu ebusia ka we ka se me bretu ni
mate yo mate na de o still na one carry ebusia for honorable and the appeal could be esquire and any chichen komo no enka ne masho bedwani e masanti achem north honorable yeda sepa
nyamisha munuaba
yes nyamisha was
wa so ahofe no so kwa na ekure ni mu makunta se me na we charge
every year and the appeal could be me do see as say da yan wa bedafo aye krado ne Ghana hon komo ko be be basisia